Section 1 of Sunbeams. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Sunbeams by George W. Peck. The Dude and His Pajamas. As much as people talk about the dude and laugh at him and make fun of him, all must admit that we adopt fashions that he introduces after it has been demonstrated that they are a good thing. He is the pioneer in new fashions, and he stands the brunt of the battle of getting them before the public, and takes his medicine without a wry face, contented apparently at being the one who has been on the advance firing line. He successfully pioneered the tan shoe to popularity, the golf stockings and short trousers, until many who laughed at him have adopted them and swear that they are all right. He has had more trouble in introducing pajamas than anything he has ever undertaken, but he is gradually getting there on pajamas, and to the observing man it is evident that the old-fashioned nightshirt has about reached its end. Pajamas consist of a light pair of loose trousers and a loose jacket that may be put on like a coat, instead of being put on over the head like a nightshirt, thus humiliating a man terribly. If the pajama had been introduced by the President of the United States, it would soon have become popular, but the President cannot be depended upon to introduce new fashions. The dude was the first to wear pajamas, and he was made the butt of jokes until one night there was a railroad accident, and all the passengers in a Pullman car had to turn out in a field in their night clothes. Every last man with an old-fashioned nightshirt wished that he were dead when he tumbled out of the car, the tail of his nightshirt dragging on the ground and catching on the rail fence he had to climb over, and he was a sight, while the dude in his pajamas stepped down to the ground almost dressed for a party, lit a cigarette, and offered to help the ladies, as unconcerned as possible, while the nightshirt gentlemen were hiding against haystacks and fence corners for fear the ladies would see them. That was the first object lesson of the benefit of pajamas, and since that time there have been many others, until the pajama has friends in all walks of life, and men are wearing them who formerly scoffed at them. Who it was that invented the long nightshirt for men will probably never be known, but if he is ever identified it will go hard with him. Cases are frequent where a man is placed at a great disadvantage in a nightshirt, but where he would be perfectly at home in pajamas and able to assert himself. When burglars get in a house, the man in the nightshirt, though he have a revolver in his hand, is handicapped, because burglars will laugh at him, and knowing that he cuts a sorry figure he loses his nerve and gets behind something to hide his nightdress. Men have been known to prowl around the house with a nightshirt and a revolver when burglars were due, and frighten the women of the household into fits, besides amusing the burglars, whereas if they had pajamas on they could go anywhere in the house and be respected, and have nerve enough to drive the burglars away, and become heroes in the eyes of those of the family he had saved from robbery, and perhaps worse. Another place where the man in the nightshirt does not look his best is when a fire breaks out, and he has to crawl out a window and go down a ladder with the firemen, or slide down a post of the veranda. He would almost prefer to burn to death and be done with it than face a crowd that is always present at a fire, and try to climb down anything in a nightshirt, knowing that it is dead sure to catch onto something and display his limbs to a scared crowd, and make himself the laughing stock of the populace. There comes a time in the life of every man of the house when he has to get up in the night and go down to the kitchen and let the cat that has been howling as though in agonies out the kitchen door to meet an engagement and fill a date with neighboring cats that have sounded the alarm on the back fence. A man loses respect even for himself when he walks down the back stairs in his bare feet and nightshirt, sends the dustpan
Sample complete. Ready to continue?